Jason, I want to talk a little bit about some of the stocks within the healthcare sector that you like and that you don't like. And I just want to first start up by some of the large caps, because those are the names I think a lot of my viewers know and perhaps own, the Pfizers, Mercks, Lillys of the world. What ones of those groups would you own and would you not own right now?
Long term, you're never going to go wrong owning the large cap fundamental names in the healthcare space. Pfizer's, a big name, and it's been around for a long time. Stock is down sharply off its highs. I want to be clear, I don't follow Pfizer. I don't follow Moderna. However, the implications of their vaccines is not full, in my opinion, isn't fully reflected in the stock. What I mean by that is, Pfizer and Moderna generated a tremendous amount of revenue from their COVID vaccines. In my opinion, again, I think those vaccines we're now learning are not have side effects, and there are issues. And certainly the public confidence in the mRNA vaccines, even in vaccines in general, has been eroded. So I would be very cautious right now on Pfizer and Moderna. Now, if you own Pfizer and you've owned it throughout for many, many years, look, ultimately you'll be fine. But in the short term, I'm worried that there is still more to go in terms of the hit that we may see mRNA companies take. And so certainly Pfizer and Moderna fall in that bucket. On the large cap side, Gilead, again, which I don't follow. Gilead's an interesting company because they were able to retask antivirals traditionally developed for other indications and use them in COVID. The good news is that we're able to treat COVID patients much earlier and prevent them from the, high mortalities that were initially seen. Gilead was never about COVID. They have a tremendous franchise in HIV. They have a franchise in hepatitis C, which is essentially a curable disease now. And they are building an oncology franchise. So I think you will never go wrong owning a Gilead.
Okay.
On the small cap
let's
side.
Let's talk about small cap.
Thank you. Sure. So on the small cap side, I'm excited because I just recently launched coverage of a new name for me, although I've known the CEO of the company, David Dodd, for about a decade. He's a turnaround specialist, and that's what I'm seeing him do with GeoVax. Ticker is GOVX. We have a buy rated. My disclosures are all negative on the name. GeoVax is going after a really interesting piece of the COVID market, and it's one of two main products that the company is driving. They're going after immune compromised patients. So if you're an oncology patient, if you're the recipient of an organ transplant, your immune system is suppressed. So if you get COVID, you're really at risk. They've engineered a different type of vaccine that goes after, I don't want to get too complicated, but multiple epitopes, multiple pieces of the COVID virus, not just the spike protein. And they're showing that they have a durable effect and that it works in immune compromised patients where the mRNA vaccines do not work. And so I think that's worthy of people's attention. Of course, it's a microcap name. It's can be very volatile. They also have a very interesting program in head and neck cancer. And so I like the fact that they're spread out, and then they're trying to apply this technology into other vaccine areas, like Ebola, for example. So I think it's an interesting name, and I think what you're going to see is a renaissance of microcap companies working to bring new vaccine technology to those at risk for COVID. I guess my bottom line message is one size does not fit all, right? We need to have vaccines tailored to patients who are most at risk.
And Jason, we only have 30 seconds left, and I know we wanted to hit on Alzheimer's and dementia. We're going to have you back for that, but is there just one name we can maybe start to do our homework on? I got 10
One
seconds.
name. Do your homework on Anavex, AVXL. This is a different mechanism of action. Traditional Alzheimer's drugs try to deal with the plaque in the brain. This drug prevents the plaque from ever occurring.